Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a long-awaited video right here. I'm your humble host, Gemini, bringing you another informative video that is. Today's video will be showcasing my settings for multiplayer. I did one for Battle Royale just the other day, and I think it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So I've been requested many times to do a multiplayer settings video. So here you go. Kicking things off, I'm gonna start off with my HUD. I played advanced mode, and what you're seeing here is my HUD layout. Let me go ahead and increase the opacity of everything for you guys, so you guys can see clearly what I'm talking about. So basically what you're seeing here is just a basic setup of my HUD layout. It's just similar to the Battle Royale without the old vehicle buttons and all that, but it's just a basic setup what you're seeing here for multiplayer. 4-finger claw, left pointer finger does the shooting and reload, as you're gonna see my reload button and shooting button on the left side of my screen. Movement, joystick, left thumb for movement. On the right side of my screen where you're seeing here, I have my jump button, ADS, and crouch. Same as in Battle Royale, same setup, same layout as I said, because actually I did was copy my Battle Royale, my multiplayer loadout, and incorporated it into my Battle Royale loadout, and just do a few minor adjustments with the additional buttons. What you can see, there's actually an option to copy your multiplayer loadout in Battle Royale. The option is up top, so be sure to check that out. As you're gonna see, my weapon switch button is on the bottom of my screen. I use my right thumb to switch weapons very quickly. My right thumb also to select grenades or switch between grenades. And I can use my right thumb or my right pointer finger to do the specialist, or to select my specialist, what you're seeing right here. And this to cancel grenade. Any one of my fingers can be used to cancel the grenade. I don't really knife that much. I really need to set up my knife button, but sometimes because the knives are broken, like you in close quarter engagements, you want to use your gun. Instead you will automatically knife if you have your knife overlaid over your like ADS button or your shooting button. Never do that. Trust me, it gets me kill more time than I can count, so I always put my knife at a place where it doesn't get in my way if I'm getting to close quarter engagements. But it's always good to get that quick knife off, right? And that's pretty much it for the HUD layout. My streaks are all the way down here. Can use my left thumb or my right thumb to select streaks, because once I start auto running I can select my streaks, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the HUD setup. Moving into basic settings, what you're gonna see here, I have on fast throw grenade to quickly throw that trophy, because Molotov spamming and all that stuff, and I use trophy a lot. Aim assist is on, definitely. Don't want to put yourself at a disadvantage and play hero and don't use it. Use your head, guys. Use aim assist. Trust me. Unless you're doing it for a video or a challenge, I can turn it off, as I said, but use your aim assist. Joystick auto sprint, as I said, is very useful when I'm trying to like just sprint and select streaks or select a grenade while sprinting, or use my left thumb to do other stuff other than moving around. I just auto sprint, so that is on. Tap to ADS, display left fire button, slide while running, tap crouch while sprinting. You always see me have problem with sliding. Alright, it always crouches me instead of sliding, and that is pretty messed up in itself, and that is a game issue, not really a player issue in that sense. Always sprint, don't mind the slider. As I said, it's set to always sprint. If it was set to always sprint, I would have it maxed out, so yeah, always sprint. FOV, first person only, max FOV. These are recent settings, marker settings. I turn my opacity on each of them way down, bro, because a lot of times this can get you killed, because the objective marker or the whatever object markers are so bright, like the enemy legit hides behind them without even knowing. Like your crosshair is exactly on the enemy, but you can't see them because the object marker is overlaid over the enemies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, turn that down. Turn that down. You don't need that to be, as long as you know the map and know where the flags are or whatnot, you don't really need this set to max opacity. So yeah, that's pretty much it for basic settings. Moving into graphics, as you're gonna see here, playing high graphics and max FPS. Playing on the iPad Pro 2018, by the way, 11 inches version, so my iPad can pretty much handle it. I can play on very high, but doesn't make sense putting my iPad under a lot of stress when I could just play on high graphics, which is pretty decent, and max FPS, which is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? I prefer FPS over graphics, to be honest. Most persons like that nice graphics. I prefer more FPS. Bro, this dude keeps spamming the thing. I'm gonna delete it from my friend list. Depth of field is on. Real-time shadows, as I said, I explained in my battle royale video. If you haven't watched it, real-time shadows basically gives you an advantage if someone is overhead. Their shadow basically can give away their positioning and also what type of weapon they're using. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, realistic graphics. I don't play on dynamic because I find it too cartoonish. So I used to play on dynamic before this update, but now I'm playing on realistic because it's a lot better for me. Audio settings very key. All my audio settings are at full audio, except for music, because I hate the music in the background. I just hate that music playing in the background. It get really irritating at times, so I mute mine. Don't watch your voiceover language. Now for my sensitivity, what you're seeing here is speed acceleration is 40, and I play on speed acceleration, obviously. Sensitivity switch, which is mainly directed for snipers. Switch while opening ADS. These are my sensitivities, what you're seeing here. Insane sensitivities. My sniper, the 8 times tactical scope on the sniper, that is subjected to change, but don't matter that now. I'm gonna show you guys the settings that I'm using when I'm doing sniper gameplays. I'm gonna show the settings for that, but for now, this is what it is. I mainly focus on AR and SMGs, and this is basically my camera sensitivity. It's pretty much similar to my battle royale, only because battle royale is third person mode. I play in third person mode now in battle royale, but for first person mode, your sensitivity, I'll mix with the FOV, tends to be a lot higher without you even like increasing your sensitivity settings. So this is my basic sensitivities, basically camera sensitivity, and for firing sensitivity it's a bit higher, especially on the sniper side, because whenever I ADS, like I tend to I want to have a little faster sensitivity when I ADS than when I'm looking around, because some persons do that in the opposite, where their fire sensitivity is a lot lower. But for me, I like that quick flicks and a quick turnaround, so I have my fire sensitivity a little bit higher or equal to my camera sensitivity. As you can see here, it's 150, and down here it's 150. So as you can, but if you see the standard sensitivity on the foreign sensitivity side is 150, and the standard sensitivity on the camera sensitivity side is 140. It works pretty much for me. As I said, persons do this in the reverse, but for me this works well. These are my settings that I use to dominate, because I don't use gyro, so don't matter this. So yeah, that's basically it for the settings and sensitivities and whatnot. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy your day. Y'all know the vibe. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We are on that road to our new sub goal for the end of next year, or before the end of next year. That is 100,000 subscribers. It's a huge take, jumping from 10k to 100, but I believe in my content and I believe in you guys. I trust you guys, you know, to enjoy the content enough to subscribe, share, and also like it. So I know the vibe. Gemini out. Peace.